founder of Print My ATM. And this session basically, guys, is just pretty much an open question. So FAQ for current students, students that's not currently active with us. Any feedback directly that you guys would kind of just get out of the way or anything like that. So this is the time to do so. Now let's see. If you guys want to be unmuted, just let me know, or you can just use the chat box from here. So, all right. I'm just reading through. Okay. Yeah, the FAQ on here does cover majority of it, but I mean, we pretty much got everything set up as far as tools recommendation. I mean, we got signal providers, auto traders, but once again, we focus on education. All right, let's get this back up. Okay, so the question is, how much can I actually earn on basic? Well, as far as earnings, that really depends on how much you have in your trading account. One thing I can tell you though is that we have no one on basic right now that's actually doing more than 5,000 a month as far as profiting earnings and stuff like that. So I think once they hit right around 2,000 or 3,000 a month, they look to going over to the next level, and that's what basic. To my understanding, we have no one in novice doing more than 12,000 a month. No one in intermediate doing more than 35,000 a month, and advanced is just pretty much just hands-on. So that's as far as like how much a person can actually earn. Now that doesn't mean you can't earn more than 5,000 a month using the basic education. You can if you have the correct account balance. But most of the time, those guys start making money and they just prefer to just upgrade and go from there. Well, we do trading sessions, group sessions. We do that once a month for each level currently. Expert is currently closed, but I do those pretty much twice a week with the expert students and stuff. So most of my time is going towards those guys. Now, this let's see. All right, so just a minute and I can unmute you. Let me grab this here. Okay, so I'll go ahead and unmute. Let me see. All right. Yeah, I got to scroll through the list here. I got quite a few. Hey, are you
Hello?
unmuted?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, William. This is Castra. First off, I absolutely love advance, especially the oil stuff and the gold stuff. But like, when exactly do you think expert may be opening up?
Well, we're probably looking to open up right after summertime.
And is there like a specific range or like exactly what's going to happen in Expo? Because I read a little bit about it, and I'm like, that's the only level I'm not on yet, so I'm super excited for that. But can you refresh my memory?
Well, basically for expert, we just work on the whole one-on-one plan and goal settings and going from there. We also move on to futures and then learning into penny stocks. So basically, once I get that group of expert students up to date on everything that's going on, then I'll go ahead and open the doors and bring in the next group of students that can duplicate, and I can kind of work with them. So for now, anyone that's actually looking to get into experts would need roughly around $5,000 to $10,000 just to pay that tuition off, and it would need to be on a waiting list.
Okay, awesome. That's about. Oh, one last question, and I'm sorry for taking up extra time. The information that I learned in group, when I move up into expert, would it allow me to see the same type of results that the group shares are currently having inside of PMA?
Yes, that's correct.
Awesome.
So exactly everything that's going on to with the group shares for advanced, we're using the advanced education for it. Only difference is that sometimes the students don't have the time to actually sit down and analyze the market. So.
Thank you. That's it.
All right. Let's see. So what else do we have? So we have a few more minutes. So anyone else that would like to be unmuted? So I see we have these here. Okay. Let me pop this up. So another question, is this geared towards the person that knows nothing about trading? I would think so. And to be honest, I prefer students that come in that knows nothing about trading, because a lot of times what happens is they develop the bad trading habit, and sometimes they do learn something and they kind of want to pick up from there. For instance, let's say if you guys are learning the MT4 charting, such as this one that you picked up from a group or something like that, or purchase a course, but you're not having success, but then you come in and learn basic. We don't teach that on basic. Basic, we teach you basically how to use the broker charts and everything like that, how to develop a system and stuff, and kind of learn to trade from there. So coming into basic and you start at MT4, that may seem a little tedious. So there's a couple ways of actually going about it that direction. I mean, you can really come in and get your portfolio analysis, and we can determine which tuition level would be best for you based on your current performance and how we can kind of tweak it. We'll just point you either to the novice section or the intermediate section or something like that. Most of the time, if you just take the principles from basic and in all honesty apply it to your MT4, that will pretty much increase your success rate that you're actually using on there. But there's a couple different things that you want to also pay attention to. Our basic really covers short-term trades, so 1 minute, 5 minutes, while MT4 goes into great depth. So that's the thing when it comes to just really coming in and learning it. Another thing is, I don't know if you guys know, but I've only been trading almost nearly 3 years, okay? So I'm, in a sense, pretty new at this as well. And this is pretty much the path that I've actually taken as far as just coming in and learning how to trade and everything like that. Now, PMA is, it's basically, my blueprint that I've used, guys. So it's not something that that I'm just teaching you or something that's kind of, it's a theory. It's actually what I've used to actually develop some income from the market, and I can still use them to this day. So it's not expired and stuff like that. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so the question I have here is I read somewhere that the market usually gets volatile around September and October. Would that affect us while learning binary options? Well, the market, it's going to change throughout the years. I mean, throughout the months and everything like that. Now, you don't want to say that, hey, it's going to be too volatile, so I don't want to come in and try to learn binary options. Now, as far as coming in and trying to trade binary options during that time, that may not be a good time for you, especially if it's too volatile, or you just have you have to have the tools and education to trade a volatile market and stuff. Some things are just, you know, as long as it's moving, having a certain movement, you can make money. But other assets such as GBP, USD, or Euro GBP, that thing is extremely volatile, so it's not a good asset to trade for kind of like new oncoming traders and stuff like that. Now, as far as education, I recommend just getting an education ahead, because the longer that you actually have to learn and to practice, then the more better off you're going to be in the long run. So whole thing is, like, once you start your live trading account, you should just be making money. Okay, you guys should not be making money one day and then not making money the next day, and then having this tug of war with the market, and it's inconsistent. That's not what you guys are supposed to do. What's supposed to happen is you get the education, and then you either jump into the market and you start making money, or you jump in, then you kind of tweak a couple things and you continuously to make money. But I see too many people come in this industry, learn some strategies or take some indicators and stuff like that, and they get good results one day, and the next day it's just, you know, it's not so much. So let's see. Yeah, but definitely the education would be a big part coming in. Right now, I think the longest student we've had, in all honesty, with us work on a demo account is probably right around 8 months. So I mean, and this student came in and right around 8 months just, you know, paid the tuition and just practiced on a demo account. And now when he comes out, he's pretty confident in trading and successful and stuff like that. I think he can double his account within, you know, 2 weeks and stuff, and he's comfortable with that. And sometimes he takes some loss, and I would let him know, hey, tweak this and that, and most of the time he's like, well, I shouldn't have did this, I shouldn't have did that, and he's back up the following week. So let's see. Another thing also is, unless you guys are trading like equity and stocks and stuff, I mean, that won't matter what time of the year too. Okay. So group shares. Okay. Basically, the group shares are it's just all of the students level for that tuition. They gather the share packages, and we pretty much just manage it on their behalf. Okay. So I mean, there's just there's no excuse why a person really can't come in and make money with our center. We have it positioned that way. I think if a person comes in all honesty, if they don't want to put in the work and commitment and go from there, then it's not for them. But as far as just following the blueprint, guys, I mean, it's so simple to where you guys can follow it step by step. Even our system is laid out pretty simple and everything like that. Just a quick background. Here's the basics. So just starting off, I mean, it's pretty simple. We cover all that stuff, dive into the details and everything that you guys need to kind of know. We offer, you know, as I said, we have the group shares and everything like that. We try to get you guys funded as well, so different resources, software, services, and everything from there. But, you know, in all honesty, guys, I would recommend you guys to take a look at the documentary that I just had them posted on here, because this actually just, let's see if we can get it here. Okay, so it has to be on my news feed. All right, yeah. So we don't have it posted here. Got it. Okay, so you guys can just go ahead and let me see. Probably got a ton of things on here. All right, so you guys can just run through here, contact me. That'll be up on my my news feed up on social media. Once you guys get there, I mean, there's a documentary I have there, and that just covers pretty much what trading is as far as, you know, doing it full time and stuff like that. So, and I mean, you guys, this is pretty much a career. It's a business. It's great to make money, but you guys should only take trades when everything is set up correctly. So it does take patience and everything like that. And I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with the, let me see here, the first Friday of the month non-farmers payroll, just in case you guys don't understand or you hear all about that stuff, which a lot of the experienced traders are starting to learn about this day and stuff like that. And this is sort of like extreme volatility and stuff. But once again, if you guys see something like this in a market to where you have this huge trend in a market, I mean, how can you get stuff like this wrong, to be honest, okay? So the whole thing is really, guys, just educating it, whether you're on a higher tuition level. And we teach this on advanced, okay? So the whole purpose is just educating yourself on how to identify these huge uptrends and huge downtrends, and to stay away from stuff like this, choppy market and stuff. And that's just the whole purpose of using a MT4 chart, okay, just to identify this huge trend and take trades. So, I mean, we can do this all day. Another trend there, of course, we can see this is a huge trend, this is a huge trend. So if you're getting in, you see something like this, why would you attempt to take a trade? Or let's say you did take a trade from right around here, that's just one bad day. Okay, so, and that's just what trading is. You're just here to identify your primary goal, and you're waiting for a nice setup to take that trade and make money. Now, keep in mind that when coming in and learning binary options, it's a little bit different from using your MT4 chart here and everything like that. Okay, so binary, what I like about binary, guys, is basically binary, you can compound your money. You can start off pretty small, okay? So that means you guys can start off $200, $500 and stuff like that, and with a nice success rate or a winning streak, you guys can double and triple that money within 2 weeks, 4 weeks, and everything like that. Now, coming into you know, something like Forex, you guys pretty much can't really start with $200, and if you do, you're not going to make that money trying to go for something that's huge, okay? So you probably need right around $2,000 to make some really good money coming for here. Another thing you guys are probably not aware of that that use these MT4 charts and trade binary options is that you may end up analyzing the market in a correct trend, but due to the expiry of binary options, you get out too early, okay? For instance, let's say you like this whole setup, and you're like, man, I know this is going to come down, it's been up, all this stuff. You get in here, and then you expire right here, and that causes you to lose. Or you expire right here, and that causes you to lose, okay? So, but in actuality, you're still correct about, you know, the market coming down. So that's a couple of things you guys got to pay attention to when using these charts and trading binary options and everything like that. And this is why the portfolio analysis that we have, guys, is pretty much so vital to your success, okay? Trading is simple. I mean, if you guys are taking trades and you don't understand why you're not winning, or you don't understand why you're not making money, and I don't care whoever you guys are buying indicators from, all that stuff, and you're purchasing, you know, other education and stuff, when you take on this stuff and whoever you bought it from or whatever company you got, and you can't go back to them and say, hey, why am I not making money? And they can't give you a valid answer. I mean, there should be something wrong with that. So I think everyone that come in and uses the portfolio analysis and they take our material, if they're not making them, you know, the kind of money that they want, we can tell them exactly what they need to correct. It's never been a problem that we couldn't have them correct or tweak something to really turn their trading account around, which could be removing a bad asset. You know, if you're always trading Euro USD and losing, why trade that asset? So it's just simple things like that. Let's see. Yeah, definitely. If you're looking to have a set amount to make, such as 10,000 a month, guys, just to kind of replace your income, there's a couple things you need to keep in mind. How much time you have to trade, okay? I got guys that come in that go to school full time and they work full time. They don't have much time to trade, but they want to make full-time income. So just keep in mind, when you don't have time to sit in the market and to analyze, you definitely have to have a nice winning ratio. And also, if you don't have a nice winning ratio, you guys need to have a decent amount of money to start your trading account, okay? So, you know, to make, for instance, 10,000 a month with basic, and I wouldn't recommend trying to do something like that, in all honesty, guys, but let's say 10,000 a month with novice. Definitely I would have you guys use the 4-line reversal with 30 pip confirmation, and that's great because it doesn't take a lot of time. So you guys will have setups pretty much similar to let's see, as we have here with the NFD here. So basically I'm showing you guys how to take setups like this and to profit from only setups like this, okay, these long trends. So that's what the 4-line reversal is. So of course, starting off with anywhere from 2,000 to 5,000 a month, you should be able to gain profit around 10,000 monthly. Now you can do the same thing with an immediate, okay? Pretty much the same thing with advanced. So it just really depends on how much time you have to analyze the market and how much capital you have. All right, so let's see what other question, guys. We got a few more minutes here. Let me. As far as not trading with indicators, once you have the knowledge as far as just how the market operates, to be honest, excuse me, you won't need really indicators, okay? And let me tell you guys something, you know, like I stated, I've been trading less than 3 years. I've, you know, just networked with some of the top best traders out there doing 6-figure a year, best traders of all time, you know, read their books and everything like that, purchase their courses. And in the end, you know, I learned one key thing from all of them on why everyone is making money within a market, okay? And really it's just understanding how the market operates. The overall picture, in all honesty, is just how this asset, the behavior of this asset operates. They all have different behaviors, and it's not even, in all honesty, I wouldn't necessarily say a trend, but it's a behavior. Like Euro USD is kind of like a child. And of course, for those of you that have children, you understand how your children operate. Now, take into consideration, if you're trading this or reviewing, let's say, the last 10 years of Euro USD and all the charts, you'll develop a pattern. So I've noticed this pattern once I started taking trades on my own account. And then after hitting like the 10,000 trade mark, I started to notice that, hey, I'm always showing up on this asset at this time. That's when I had the highest success rate. So guess what? The times that I had a low success rate, I removed that time. And then pretty much I've noticed that, hey, I'm only trading this type of setup and everything like that. And then, you know, from there I remove that, and then I no longer need the indicator, and then I narrow it down to what time I actually get in a trade and have that success rate. And then that's what I develop, what I call the time trading sequences, which is an expert, and some of my advanced guys have it too. So that's with the oil and everything like that. So you don't need really indicator due to the behavior of the asset. And I do it a couple ways of actually tracking that asset behavior instead of tracking trends and stuff like that. But I mean, of course, the other stuff, guys, support and resistance, all that stuff does matter to a certain degree. But once again, it's just all about the behavior, okay? And I can tell you guys, quick little pointer, just in case you didn't notice, that Fridays always just about look different from Monday through Thursday. And Sundays always look different from, you know, Monday through Thursday. And that's because Friday is the end of the week. So a lot of different things are going to happen. Sunday is like the opening for most of these assets and stuff like that. So a lot of different things are going to happen. So if you guys are noticing that you're losing the beginning and end of the week, it's because it's just crazy stuff is happening. So it's best to trade in the midweek when things are a little bit more stable. All right. Let's see. So live trading sessions. Do I do live trading sessions? So during the webinar sessions that we do monthly, guys, I mean, it is pretty much a live webinar and everything like that. We do work with a practice account. So I would take some trades there if it's suitable and stuff like that. Now, I've had other students on that session take trades as well while I'm doing it on a practice account and still have, you know, similar results and success and stuff like that. So if you guys do attend the live trading sessions, that's great for a couple of reasons. Is, you know, number one, you guys get to ask questions right then and there, and it's kind of more of a personalized type of training instead of your recorded session. So that's the first thing. The second thing is when I do analyze certain trends using that education for that tuition level, you guys will be able to tag along and take trades with your live account if you're comfortable doing so. And that is basically how the live sessions work. Now, take into consideration, guys, once again, I have 5 different levels of actually teaching our community. So I can't do a live session with, you know, each level every single day. I mean, I really wouldn't have no life, to be honest. So you guys have to understand that. I trade, but I still don't trade 5 days a week, okay? So I only probably trade 2 or 3 days out of the week. Now that we've gotten the group shares open, I'm a little bit more active when it comes to trading and everything like that. But once again, most of my time goes to my expert students and my advanced students because those guys are serious, okay? Those guys are really putting in the work and everything like that. For instance, we have quizzes and everything, guys, and assignments. They do that stuff. They attend a session, all that. So when they come to me and ask me with a question, I don't have a problem going the extra distance and stuff like that. So, yeah. Now, with the promo, guys, you guys got to take into consideration with a few different things with the promo. And to be honest, when I first launched the community, it was free, okay? So I launched it, and it was free. I released it to my personal marketing list. So I got in 100 individuals for free, okay? Now, at the time, I think it was only around novice education, but it wasn't as, you know, in-depth as it is now. So once it was free, they wanted to bring in their relatives and their close downlines and stuff like that. So they really wanted to turn it into something to where they can earn, you know, commissions from it. So that's when I started to add a price tag to it. Once it got a little too big, then we went LLC incorporation with it. But keep in mind, guys, it's still, we're running a company here, but it's still not really the type of thing where we just care more so about the money. If you guys are having payment issues or anything like that, you can send in a support ticket. The whole purpose, really, we want you guys to get the education. But once again, if we're giving this stuff out for free, someone's going to take it and sell it and all this stuff, like they're currently doing right now. So we add the price onto there to make sure that people are somewhat serious, and then we separate the prices also to keep the levels down. You know, so we got too many people going into, you know, for instance, advanced. The only thing we can do is really just slightly increase the price or close advanced. You see what I'm saying? So that's just the whole thing with it as far as the pricing goes. Okay. The certificates come, guys, from once you take the quizzes. So that is correct. So you guys would get the certificates and everything like that. Taking that. Yeah. Yes, I mean, that's just, you know, pretty much it, just to really sum it up. So I want to do my best to make sure you guys are just kind of understanding and everything, aware. Once again, as I stated, those that are not within our community and also those that are already affiliated with our community and stuff like that. You know, and kind of go from there. So, but it's just pure education. You guys have to put in the work to get the education once you have it down pat, and it's not very hard. I mean, we have it simplified step by step. We have PDFs. We have videos for you, audios for you guys to work with, everything like that. One thing, and I would say in all honesty, the biggest complaint that we have gotten with our community is that it's just too much information. You know, it's just overpacked. Everyone always complains about how much information it is. And once again, I had to, you know, remind everyone that you don't have to learn every single thing in order to make money, just the stuff that, you know, you need to hear or you need to learn. So everyone's a little bit different. Some people require the extra step. Some people like to learn a little bit more from reading, so we have to have a little bit more reading material. Everyone just don't learn from videos and stuff like that. So that's why it's kind of like that. And then once again, I learn a lot of information at a pretty rapid speed. So this is once again everything that I've used and everything that I've learned in a sense, and you guys you're just pretty much taking on what I've went through. So, but just know that I've actually made money prior to learning everything, and once I did learn everything that I knew, I tweaked it into the formula within the community. So it's like you guys still get the shortcut. All right. So any more question, guys, and then we can go ahead and close out on this. Yeah, so this is, I'm going to try the first Friday of the month and stuff like this, so you guys would see it and you can just register and kind of go from there and just keep up with it. Yeah. All right. So I think that's just pretty much it. But yeah, guys, if you haven't done so, just get up on our on the homepage email list, okay? So we have the ebook there, but it's like a video course that we had made and everything like that for you guys. I mean, you can just take that information and stay up on air and just kind of just wait around and stuff like that until you guys are actually looking to get started. Pay attention to our end of the month performance, please. I cover a lot of different things about that, what's coming up new, so that you guys can keep that in mind. I mean, for instance, we're doing Jackpot Day, which is something that we're going to attempt to do for this month and everything like that. We're 75% off on the lifetime tuition, okay? And that's just once. It's just random. No one knows when it's going to be, you know, affiliate. No staff that we have knows. It's just me. I just wake up and I say, hey, it's Jackpot Day. And that's just kind of how it is. You know, so just stuff like that. So just keep up with. So can I test it out? Yeah, so as far as we used to do the trial, that's no longer available. We got too full with that. We was doing the free trial and everything like that, the trial offer, and I mean we got really too full, and then we got too many different bad people as far as just marketers coming in, just wanting to see what it is and not really just take the education and learn. So we want people for the long run, you know. Yeah. And the free course that we do have is the video course series here, okay? So that's the only thing that we do have. Now, once again, as I said, if you guys are really looking to come in and just learn and all this stuff or whatever, and you need help with the financing end and everything, send in a support ticket. We can see what you guys are working with. But once again, we just want to work with honest people that's really looking to learn and kind of take it from there, and that can become our student testimonials, okay? That's what we want this community to be known for, is the students' results, to be honest, life-changing results, okay? Such and such bought this car, such and such, you know, paid for this hospital bill for their relative, you know, such and such just bought a house. That's what we want to be known for. Now, you know, everyone around knows we get results and everything like that, but, you know, people just tend to not want to put the work in unless they're really serious, all right? Okay, guys, so, yeah, I'm going to probably have this uploaded. It may be up on a blog here as well, so, but I think that's pretty much it. The questions are slowing down. All right. Got it. So yeah, definitely guys, talk to you on next session, and definitely take care. All right. Happy trading. Bye.